All right, thanks so much, fellas. We appreciate it. We'll, of course, be checking in as we continue to root for our Pacers.
Well, quite a treat downtown today. We had some warm weather for the 59th annual Indy Strawberry Festival. Pacers fans added to the usual crowds who come to Monument Circle for this thing every year. This is a fundraiser held by the women of Christ Church Cathedral. They prepared 12,000 pounds of strawberries and they baked 15,000 shortbreads. They then topped them with the works.
Yes.
95% of today's proceeds will go to local nonprofits. Look at that.
That looks so good.
And not one strawberry shortcake made it back to the
Work.
Right, yeah, what's up with that?
That's a great question. Who did we send down there to get that video?
You didn't bring back any.
I didn't see
what an
not
assignment.
one.
What an assignment. Well, it's definitely feeling like summer out there. It's strawberry
is.
shortcake weather.
Yeah.
Great day to enjoy a treat outside like that.
It's warm. The humidity is starting to come up. We still have that wildfire haze that we've been talking so much about, but there's about to be a little shift in the pattern here. We're about to change things up a bit. If you've got plans for the weekend, you're going to want to stay tuned to this, because here's what we're watching. Pay attention here. We're talking about temperatures into the 80s, and it sounds like we could use a little bit of a cool down if maybe that's a bit warm for you, but the cool down may come in the form of some scattered showers. Now, it's going to be a bit delayed. We've got winds out of the south and west, and that's key because farther to the south and west is where all the heat and humidity has been coming from. So some scattered showers across parts of Missouri and maybe into Illinois, but that's really very light. What we've been watching are most of the showers that have been into parts of maybe the Gulf Coast. That moisture is moving our way. It's going to take some time before it gets here. Here's a bit of good news with that. One, the rain will help to clear any of this wildfire smoke out, or at least alleviate things just a bit. Those south winds are also going to help to push some of that bad air quality, the poor air quality, a little farther to the north. This may provide a little bit of assistance when it comes to respiratory issues, but we still have the air quality alert in place through midnight tonight. Now, for this evening, you'll still be dealing with that haze. Temperatures will come out of those 80s back into the 70s. The clouds will be on the increase. We'll continue to see the clouds filter in. That's a sign of that change that I was talking about. And low temperatures for tonight will stay very mild. With the humidity that's in place, it's going to likely stay in the upper 60s to near 70. It's going to be a bit on the sticky side tomorrow, even if you don't see any scattered rain showers. But we do have scattered showers in the forecast with high temperatures into the mid 80s. And I expect that we'll be talking about rain chances for a good bit of the 7-day forecast, which I'll have for you coming up. In the meantime, we've got a couple of traffic issues we want to make you aware of. Take a look at this video. This is from a water main break earlier in the day. Unfortunately, this has led to some ongoing road closures. This is going to be at Lyndhurst and Morris Street. This is on the west side. Let me show you where that is on the traffic map here and talk about what's happening, because one, not only do we have that road closure, which is going to be right here at Morris and Lyndhurst, which has several road closures, southbound Lyndhurst from Washington to Morris, northbound Lyndhurst from Minnesota to Morris, and eastbound and westbound on Morris you can't go through. But also look to the west here. There's an accident that just popped up on the graphic not too far from that same area. This is at Washington and 465. That's where we currently have an accident. This is the best traffic camera I have of that view. You can see some of the emergency vehicles there at that accident. This is not on the interstate. This is on Washington itself. Keep that in mind. Also, still that ongoing traffic construction that we're looking at, 65 southbound. And as we have been telling you since that construction started, seems like weeks ago, that is causing residual backups on 65 southbound as well as 70 eastbound, which currently has a stalled vehicle in the right lane on the south side of town.
All right, we'll check back with you in a few. Rob, thank you. New tonight, one of the women forcibly removed from this week's City County Council meeting is speaking with 13 News about that night and where things go from here.
Lauren Roberts spoke at Monday's council meeting related to her accusations of sexual harassment against a top city official. When she kept talking past her 2-minute time limit, Marion County Sheriff's deputies removed Roberts and some of the people standing with her in support.
Roberts was addressing a report recently issued by a Chicago law firm that looked into how Mayor Joe Hogsett's administration handled allegations of sexual harassment against his former chief of staff and campaign manager, Thomas Cook. Roberts is one of 3 women who have come forward to say they were sexually harassed or assaulted by Cook.
Roberts has criticized the report for not including text messages she says she turned over to investigators that came from the mayor while she worked on his campaign. Messages she said made her feel uncomfortable. In the text, the mayor tells Roberts her then boyfriend needs to get his approval first. When Roberts replies, "No thanks," the mayor asks if Roberts' boyfriend appreciates how feisty she is.
I've never had another boss, especially a former U.S. attorney who's in his 50s, when I was in my 20s, send me a text like that. That's not normal.
In an interview Tuesday, the mayor said it was never his intention to make anyone uncomfortable. Roberts told our Emily Longnecker what she thinks needs to happen now, and you can hear more from her tonight coming up on 13 News at 5.
Well, celebrating 30 years, Indy Pride is extra prideful this year. The president of Indy Pride will join us after the break with everything we need to know ahead of this weekend's big events.